Let's bring in GLAAD President and CEO Sarah Kate Ellis. Sarah Kate, always good to have you with us. You know, some of the lawmakers behind this bill, their argument. Let's bring in GLAAD President and CEO Sarah Kate Ellis.
History's
Sarah Kate,
repeating
always
itself,
good to have
everybody.
you with us. You know, some of the lawmakers behind this bill, their argument is kids have their whole lives to sort out their sexual orientation or gender identity, so they don't need to have those conversations now. How do you respond to that?
Well, good morning. Thank you for having me. That was a very emotional piece for me, actually. I am a parent, a gay parent, and I have 13-year-old twins. And so seeing what's unfolding, we're not talking about sexual orientation and gender identity in kindergarten. This is not about that. Show me a curriculum that does that. This is a solution to a problem that doesn't exist. And this is a politician who is creating division within a school that doesn't need to be created. Families or kids like mine who have two moms, now when they say, draw us a picture of your family, they cannot draw a picture of their family. This is about ostracizing, shaming LGBTQ kids and their families. And it's downright wrong. And what it's going to lead to, and already is for families and LGBTQ families, and LGBTQ kids to feel shamed less than. And what we see direct relation is more suicidal ideation. It's just, this is a problem that doesn't exist.
I want to ask you, there's a recent Gallup survey. It showed that younger Americans are coming out at higher rates than older generations. In fact, 21% of Gen Z adults identify as LGBTQ. Well, during the debate on Monday, a Republican sponsor of this bill, Senator Dennis Baxley, seemed to acknowledge the bill was designed to actually try to slow down the numbers of young people who are coming out. Take a listen to this.
All of a sudden, overnight, they're a celebrity when they felt like they were nobody. And so I don't know how all those parts play, but I know parents are very concerned about the departure from the core belief systems and values.
Sarah Kate, when you hear that, what goes through your mind?
I'd like you to point out one gay person or trans person or gender non-binary person that feels like a celebrity. It is a political statement, just being alive and stating who you are. It is very hard to navigate as LGBTQ in this world. It has gotten better over the years with the passage of marriage equality and more visibility for our community, but it is still a tough road, and especially when you're younger. I see it in my kids' school. I see it in real time. When these kids come out, they are still ostracized and shamed, but some of them find safe havens at school. And now these politicians are making school a terrible place for them. So if they can't find safety there, they're completely vulnerable. And how are they going to learn?
The free speech organization PEN America says at least 15 bills looking to restrict or penalize conversations about gender and sexual orientation are being considered right now in 9 states. What do you think is behind this movement? We know President Biden has condemned this type of legislation. Is there anything at the federal level that could be done to try and stop some of these bills?
This is a concerted effort, and it's very coordinated because the bills actually all have the same language. And these are people who couldn't fight against marriage equality. It's the same groups that said that, you know, if LGBTQ people were afforded the right to marry, the whole society would come undone. And guess what? The sun rose the next day and everything's fine. There's over or nearly 200 anti-LGBTQ bills across the country right now. There is an Equality Act that is sitting in the Senate that is passed the House that would help with eradicating a lot of these anti-LGBTQ sentiments. Now, when you look at all of these bills, I just want to look at it as a body. About 90% don't make it through, 10%. And this one, the Florida one that we're talking about, the Texas one that we're talking about, are egregious and very, very dangerous and harmful. The problem happens when these bills are actually proposed, because they're politicizing people's identity and orientation. And we're just people. We just want to live our lives, and we don't want to be politicized. Now we're being politicized on the playgrounds and in the classrooms. It's a very dangerous path that these folks are taking.
Sarah Kate Ellis, thank you so much for taking some time to speak with us this morning about this important issue. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel.